Hello guys, I'm Mustafa and this is the first video of the Python series. So those who are interested in Python development or want to learn as a starting point for some language or has a job requirement say can easily learn it with the help of this video series. So wishing you guys all the best. Let's get started. So what is Python? Basically Python is a general purpose high level programming language. It was developed mainly because of the ease of use, which is perhaps not provided by other languages. Okay. Basically, high level languages are simpler to code and read than low level languages like C. But Python, apart from being simpler and readable, it is also very much user friendly. It is cross platform and portable. That is, it can be used on any runtime environment on any OS like Linux, Mac OS, Windows. In this throughout the course, we will use Windows OS as a runtime environment machine. Okay. It is basically pre-installed on Linux and Mac OS. Linux is basically pre-installed on these two machines, but for Windows there is a need to install it. Okay. Basically it acts as a interpreter or as a virtual machine for Windows operating system. It is a multi-paradigm, that is, it supports procedural as well as object-oriented approach. Okay. At the beginning of the tutorials, we will basically work on procedural paradigm and then slowly we will shift our gears towards object-oriented approach. So anyone who are having good knowledge about procedure and object-oriented approach will find this course very easy. But those are not having any knowledge about it, don't worry. Python is meant for user friendliness and it's a very ease of use language. So you may be having no difficulties in grasping the concepts. Okay. Python is very flexible and hot topic in industries and other universities as well. Okay, and it is developed by Guido van Rossum. Okay, Python Software Foundation, basically led by Guido van Rossum, developed the Python language. There is a very interesting story behind it. Just Google it. Python is licensed under GNU. Okay, and it is absolutely free to use, and we do not owe a single penny to Python. Okay, so Python is also free. So everything you have nowadays is open source or free and everything under GNU, so everything is so easy to learn. Okay, so now why to use Python in the real world? Okay, that is the question we are facing it. Okay, the answer is mainly because of its rapid development. Okay, it is not it is not restricted to application the domain. By rapid development we mean that application domain like C# language, anyone aware of it, is restricted to application domain, but .NET framework is like a combination of application as well as web applications like ASP.NET. We can say that Microsoft ASP.NET. Okay, .NET environment. Okay, it is not restricted to application domain. We just clear the concept about it. Okay, it can be used in mobile phone software development and web application development. Just now I told you that ASP.NET it can be used for web application development. Okay, so Python can be used for mobile phone software development and web application development as well. Okay, it has a very small code and easy syntax related to mostly vocabulary words, which can be used for rapid development. Okay, the Python syntax, like any other languages like C and C++, does not have a vocabulary syntax, as in okay, we will dig into it later, but just for now we just assume that we just not assume, we can just keep in mind that it has a very good syntax, easy syntax like a vocabulary. Okay, app portability is a great feature of Python. Any app development under Python environment can be portable to any machine which is Python runtime environment. Okay, similar feature is in Java. Okay, anyone having some knowledge about Java will have the knowledge about app portability. Okay, Python also has a wide variety of libraries available, like for network applications and database applications. Like, anyone can use these modules and libraries. Python can be also integrated to other platforms, CPython, IronPython, Jython 2, 3, etc. etc. There are many other platforms available, but the platform we are going to use is CPython. Okay, So let's move on to another slide. So basically the question is what we can do with Python. C Python or Python, like we can just spell it Python, not C Python, because it's fine very clumsy. Okay. So with Python we can develop system admin automation applications. As in someone familiar with web application development may relate it to like CMS, customized management system. Okay. We can also develop database, network, internet access applications, etc. GUI development, games. Okay. And the main advantage of Python is it is a very hot topic among hackers and penetration testers. Okay. So like hackers basically write shell codes and various Trojan viruses and all that in Python languages. So they have a command over Python language, and it is very much hot topic in terms of hackers. So mostly the exploits are made using Pythons. Okay, it can be also used from developing science and math programming applications. Okay, so once we are aware that what we can do with Python, now let's look at some of the examples of Python applications. Okay, we can say that Python Python is used by many of the big companies or big silicon companies like BitTorrent, YouTube, Google, etc. Okay, Python is used in BitTorrent peer-to-peer downloading software. Okay, which is everyone is aware of. I hope YouTube is YouTube in many part uses Python for its development. Okay, Google App Engine is based on Python, which is a Python framework for rendering web content using Python language. Okay, Google also uses Python to extend in its search mechanisms. Okay, basically Google searches for the every website launched on the internet. Okay, and launches its crawler once a week and caches its pages and uses Python for that crawling purpose. Okay, the Python is also used by many of the other websites like Reddit, Pixar, ILM Plus, NASA, etc., etc. So if you all want to know more about Python applications, then you may Google it. Okay. So now we have come to the end of this tutorial. Okay. In this tutorial we saw about what is the Python, why to use it, and what can be done with it. Okay, and in the end we saw the example of Python applications. This whole series basically covers whole Python development from scratch. Okay, and mind you, you will have a great time learning this because no other language is as simple as Python has to offer. Okay, so let's goodbye for this tutorial, and we will surely meet in the next tutorial. Okay, bye bye.